Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And my brothers and sisters, today we are going to talk about a Trump stop that he did at a gun shop in South Carolina where he promised to get rid of the pistol brace rule. Now, I know the comments are going to be on fire on this one. Make sure you leave one down there and send this video out because this is something we got to look at. We've got clips, we've got analysis, and I can't wait to hear from you guys right down there. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. Distributing freedom twice daily is what we're about, and we'd love to have you along for the ride. All right, my brothers and sisters, we're about to dive into two clips that Trump did at a campaign stop. Well, it wasn't technically a rally, but it was a stop at a gun shop in South Carolina. He was asked about the pistol brace rule specifically, and I've got two clips because they went back to it again. Now, I think there's a lot of things that we need to talk about. Let's start with the first clip. Let's get it.
Ammunition, the pistol brace issue, but when you're back in, we need a little help on that. So, pistol brace.
We didn't do anything.
No, absolutely. We love when
Pistol
you're
brace is a big deal. Is that a big thing?
It's okay. There's 40 million, potentially 40 million firearms owners that are felons now under Biden's pistol brace rule.
What is that exactly?
Okay, I have one. I don't know if we can get it. So, during about a decade ago, the ATF approved. It's a pistol brace attachment you put on a handgun. And during your administration, they said sold close to 40 million of them. People bought them, it's just a pistol. Biden came in, one of the first things he did was he made all those people felons. And right now we're fighting in the court, the 5th Circuit, the 8th Circuit.
We'll take care of it. It's ridiculous.
I have one.
You have one?
Yeah, and my
Marjorie
mom
Taylor
has
Greene.
one. And it helps her, she's able to
Right.
hold it. So it's good.
So,
Isn't it ridiculous?
so
Yeah.
not worried about inner city crime, all that problem,
Right.
but regular, average, solid-earth Americans, they gotta make them criminals.
Okay, we'll take care of it. Okay? We'll take care of it. That's an easy one.
So that's the first one. Now, here's where we get into some interesting conversations around Trump. And me and Tim on Second Legacy, we just got done with the filming. Make sure you watch that video because we have a 20-minute discussion around it. But what we're talking about here is a American politician in Donald Trump who's running to be president again. Okay, that's obvious. If you look at all the pieces here, and this is where I think the comments field is going to start to get on fire a little bit. You have one camp that says historically you banned bump stocks unilaterally using the exact same executive rules in ATF that Biden used for the pistol brace, effectively setting up the example. That's one camp. The other camp is you've got the Supreme Court came out that was installed by him, appointed and confirmed by the Senate, and they gave us the Bruin decision. So there's kind of a wish-wash, like a washout effect there. Now, there's bad, there's good. You guys can determine that. I'm not here to stump for Trump. I'm just telling you what has happened and then what he's saying now. Now, this is where I think it gets interesting, and this is an important note. He clearly didn't know what a pistol brace was. Doesn't make him a bad person, doesn't make him a bad politician, doesn't make him a bad conservative. However, it's clear that he's getting his advice, and Tim brought this up. This was an excellent point he brought up on Second Legacy. It's clear that he's getting advice from somebody else who is in the gun world, who knows a little bit more. Because if you look at his body language, when this guy brings up the pistol brace rule, he doesn't really respond to the pistol brace and looks for some cover on, like, what is that? What are we talking about? He even asked, can you be more specific? This is where it gets granular for gun owners, but then if you zoom out, this is important. If you look at the impact of making 40 million Americans felons with the stroke of a pen, like Biden did with the pistol brace rule, that's when he starts to respond on a more conservative level, on a more specific level. Like, that's ridiculous. This is insane. We'll get rid of it. That's an easy one. So he does understand the process. I don't necessarily know that he understands the pistol brace or the nuances of gun ownership, but he does understand the impact, the end result. What is the end result on the end user? And that's a very business-related trait. Now, that's the first one. And again, you guys can let me know what you think in the comments field below. I'm not trying to make a decision for you. You guys let me know. Now, the second one, this is about a 10-minute clip. If you want to watch the whole thing, it's linked in the description. The person who's asking him a question doubles down and says, can we get this verification? Check this out. This is the second one.
Sir, can I tell the American people that if you're elected, you'll take care of the pistol brace issue quickly for us?
Take care of all issues.
It's a burden on.
We will take
on
care of that.
government.
We'll take care of all issues. We'll take care of the border issue. We'll take care of the energy independence. We were energy independent just a short time ago. Think of it, 3 years ago, we had so much energy, we were soon going to be energy dominant. Now we're going to Venezuela and begging them for energy. And they sell us their tar. You know, there's tar that they sell us. And we refine it in Houston. So if people believe in the atmosphere, they got a big problem. It's so horrible what's happening. No, we'll take care of a lot of problems. That problem's easy.
You can't get more quintessential Trump than that. Here's the thing. That was a very good political answer. First, he starts off, he gives you a little bit of a sandwich. He starts off with, yeah, we'll take care of it. It's ridiculous. You know what else is ridiculous? The idea that we do this in energy and climate and all these things. It's terrible what's happening. It's absolutely horrible. But yeah, that one we were talking about specifically to start this little this little speech, we'll get rid of it. It's easy. It's just the way that he delivers. Now, here's where we break this down in reality. From a gun owner perspective, from a 2A advocate, can you say that 100% he's going to get in there and he's going to get rid of the executive rule that basically banned pistol braces and made 40 million people felons? I can't say that guaranteed. I'm just being extremely real with you guys. But I think it's telling, again, the same way that he zoomed out, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. He's going to gun shops on camera for campaign stops. He's talking about getting rid of executive overreach from the Biden administration. Even if you don't believe that what he's saying, that he believes, all those things, that's what the comments field is for. Even if you don't believe that, the idea that he's actually doing it on camera as an official part of his campaign speaks to the softness in the area against Biden, but also the strength in the area for conservatives. Look at this on a macro scale, and you've got something pretty impressive. Yes, does it start with pistol brace rule because the guy asking him questions started talking about it? Yes, and that is a worthy clip. But it's also about where they're spending their time and their energy and who they have support from, because that speaks to a demand in the audience, which would be the American people, versus the gun control audience. This is a big part of this as well. But I'm curious. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this was a clip he was just talking off the cuff and said we'll get rid of it because he was speaking to the audience? Do you think he would genuinely do it if he were to get in office? Or do you think this is just much ado about nothing and Trump being Trump? Let me know in the comments below, and please send this one out because this is the beginning of something great, at least in my opinion, for the next 15 months. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.